grandfather said to me, he said, the richest land in the world is the graveyard, because that's where so many ideas that never got out. The AI, it's indistinguishable. It's setting 400 interviews per week. The most successful people that I know never stop learning. If you have no destination, you'll never get there.
I am Anamika, and I'm truly excited to welcome you to today's special Career by Design session, an inspiring hour where we grow not just as professionals, but as whole individuals. At IT by Design, we believe that growth goes beyond just learning new skills. It's about shaping the right mindset, discovering a deeper purpose, and building meaningful connections that last. Today's session is all about designing a gold medal career, how to build a career that stands out, excels, and brings you lasting success. But before we dive in, just a quick things to keep in mind. Please stay on mute unless you're speaking. This keeps the audio clear for everyone. We'd love to see your smiling faces, so feel free to turn cameras on. Use the chat box for insights, reactions, questions, or reflections throughout the session. This session is being recorded, so you can revisit it later if needed. And most importantly, be present, be open, and take what resonates with you. Now, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our speaker for today. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Chris Johnson, a seasoned entrepreneur, business coach, and innovator with over 20 years of experience scaling businesses through talent, technology, and leadership. Chris is the founder and CEO of ProFro Technology, which transforms hiring using AI driven tools to reduce time and cost. You may recognize him from the ABC's Shark Tank. He also built and sold Rapid Brands, one of the fastest growing microwave cookware companies in the US. Through his recruiting firm, the Johnson Group, Chris has filled over 500 roles without job postings, generating more than 25 million revenue. A graduate of UC Davis and Harvard Business School, Chris is a YPO member and dedicated philanthropist who founded the Chris Johnson Basketball Academy to support the young athletes. He shares his proven strategies through coaching, speaking, and podcast to help entrepreneurs building faith-centered, impactful businesses. Chris is married to his high school sweetheart, Shauna, and they have 4 beautiful children and they live in California. Now, before I hand it over to Chris, I would love to invite Sunny to share a few words about our incredible speaker and today's session. Sunny, over to you.
Thank you, Namika. Uh, so we are so blessed, team, that Chris is with us. So I'm not going to take too much time because every single second that we have from him is gold. Because you will see this, that every word that comes out of his mouth is really, really precious and impactful. And he just brings energy. I have been with Chris meeting during our coach peer group meetings 2 days every quarter from a couple of years, and I have never seen him where he's not upbeat, he is not inspirational. Every time you meet him, your energy goes up. And if there is any day where you're not feeling good about that day, go to Chris and you start feeling good. That is the energy that he brings. And the he has humble beginning. A lot of us people are joining from all over the world. And one thing that I know about Chris is that where he started his life, and he is a living proof of borderless life. When I talk about borderless life, that the where he started and where he is, and when I hear his stories, like where he grew up and how he showed up every morning, which was so different than his brother, and how he kind of really put a lot of effort to keep everyone together, from his parents and like the entire family. And so he has that 4 pillars that we talk about. So he takes care of himself, very health focused guy. And then he takes care of his relationships, very family guy, relationships focused guy. And then of course career, and where he has, we talk about barriers. He has broken so many barriers in his life. And when it comes to impact, we heard from Anamika that how he is impacting this world. Any person that he touches, his number one goal is to make a positive impact on that person. So keep going and going because I love Chris and I love the way he thinks, and I am so happy that he's here with us to share his thinking, his experience, so that we can all get inspired today. Over to you, Chris.
Oh man, hey, thank you so much, Sunny. I appreciate you. I can go now, guys. So that was it. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. I'm out. No? Okay. Anna's like, no, Chris. Okay. It's my sincere pleasure to be with you guys today on this global call. This is absolutely amazing, guys. I'm just here to just be able to provide value to you guys. I'm going to be sharing my journey and some lessons along the way. And then I'm going to get it to as far as questions as far as that. So first of all, I like to thank Anna. Anna, she cares so much about having an incredible experience for you guys. She has been on me, and so guys, let's clap it up for Anna as far as what she's done as far as that. Okay, she's incredible. And then, man, I got guys. I want you guys to know and you guys know this. You guys have such an incredible leader. An amazing person in Sunny. Out of all of the CEOs, we have CEO groups from in Strategic Coach Free Zone from all over the world. I cannot find someone that is so kind, so caring, so intelligent, and cares about everybody that he impacts. Guys, give it up for Sunny. Let's clap it up and give it up for Sunny on that. Okay. Hey, all right. We appreciate him. So, guys, listen. It's 5:00 in the morning here in California. Okay, I need energy throughout. If I got up at 3:00 in the morning, I need you guys giving me energy back. I need the emojis. I need you hitting up the chat. Alder, I see you. Sean Hinton, I see you. Mike Joshi, are you ready? Isabel, are you ready? Huh? Are we ready to go? You guys ready to go? All right, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. All right. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna start with my story, and I'm gonna hit my founder story really quick, and then I'm gonna share some lessons along the way. So I'm gonna start first. How many of basketball players in here? How many love basketball? I know that's like the okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm a basketball player through and through. I start by this. This is something that means so dear to me. Anybody know who this is here? Okay, Kobe Bryant. What we're going to be talking about, he was a dear friend of mine. And that Kobe mentality is something that I have embraced, that Mamba. Mike Joshi, you know about that Mamba mentality? I see you nodding your head. Okay. Kritika, you know about that Mamba mentality. So we're going to go through this journey, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to first start off by I'm so excited to be here. I flew all the way to New York to celebrate Sunny. Such an amazing dude. I went there. I just went for cross all the way across the country just to be there that night because I had meetings in Florida. So here's Sunny, and he looks freaking amazing. And the person next to me, I'm so blessed. God has blessed me so much. I've been with my wife since I was 14 years old. She's my absolute everything. And so I honor her in every single presentation because I've outkicked my coverage. So I'm so super grateful for her. So one of the things I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to give you the founder journey. In the Philippines, in India, are you guys familiar with these? Ramen noodles. Okay. Yeah, you guys, yes, is this global? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
100 million packs were sold per year. Okay. 100 million packs. And they don't have microwaving instructions, but a lot of the college kids always make it in the microwave. So I had the idea that what if I create a microwave device that makes perfect ramen noodles? And then how many of you ever watched Shark Tank? Wave your hands if you watch Shark Tank or Dragon's Den. Okay. And I always wanted to be on that show. So my grandfather said to me, I remember what he said to me. He said, "Hey, Chris, what's the richest land in the world?" And I said, "United States." He said, "No." I said, "China." He said, "No." And I said, "Grandpa, I give up. What's the richest land in the world?" He said, "The richest land in the world is the graveyard, because that's where so many ideas that never got out." And so I said, "You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get this out." And so I created this device, the rapid ramen cooker. And so many people said, "Okay, you went to UC Davis, you went to Harvard Business School, ramen noodles? You're gonna make it over?" And I remember I had someone that told me, they said, "You will never make a dime on this." Wave at me if you've had adversity, if someone told you that you would not be able to be successful. Have anybody ever had some adversity on that? Okay, I see the heads nodding. So let me show you what happened. I'm just going to give you some of the highlights there. I decided that I'm going to move by faith. I'm going to make this thing happen. So I built it. I had the opportunity to go on to Shark Tank, which was an absolute incredible experience. We watched every single episode of Shark Tank. I wrote down 182 questions, and I answered every single question. So I was prepared. 3 out of the 5 sharks made offers, and I said yes to Mark Cuban. And but more so than the deal, the exposure put us on a rocket ship. So here's what happened on that. Remember, he said I wouldn't make a dime on this. So it went nationally. It became the #1 bestseller on Amazon.com. I got in over 50,000 retail doors. Can we say Mamba mentality? Everybody, remember, they said I wouldn't make a dime on this. Come on, Melvin Abrigo. You feel me, Melvin? Okay. Then I got it into Target. And I did more products. I went from 1 product to 11 products in Target. Then I got it into Walmart. The audacity. I got it all the way into Walmart. Are you guys feeling me, or should I stop now? Is this good stuff? Are you guys feeling this? Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to do a license deal with Disney. The audacity. And so I did a deal with Disney Marvel. And I said, okay, if I could do a deal with Disney, then I did a deal with Nickelodeon. Then I said, you know what? Let me do more products. I did 20 patents, 20 products. Okay. Then I said, you know what? The biggest maker of ramen noodles, Top Ramen. Let me do a deal with them. And then I did a deal with Top Ramen. Okay. Then I said, with my rice cooker, I'll do a deal with Minute Rice. Then I created these dessert products. And I said, who's the best in desserts? And then I did a deal with Betty Crocker. Okay? And I made a brownie maker. Makes brownies in 5 minutes in the microwave. Then I did a cake maker. Makes cakes in 6. Let's clap it up. Let's go. Okay. And so then I sold Rapid Brands. And so what I did, I've always built technology, and I've always been in recruiting. I didn't always build technology. I was always in recruiting for 19 years. And so I built this company called Talent Flow. And what it does, it revolutionizes talent by using AI, and goes from search to minutes. And so from being while I was building Rapid Brands, I had a recruiting company for almost 20 years. So I'm going to give you guys data. I have over 1 million conversations with candidates. I've watched over 1,000 promotions. So one of the things I'm going to give you guys is the gold, silver, and bronze medal when we talk about this. But I want to show you about Talent Flow. So I built Talent Flow. You guys know more about technology than me. But I said, man, if I could use AI to be able to build this, and I did. It goes from search to interviews. You put your job description in the morning, and in the afternoon, you have interviews. So it builds the pipeline of candidates, and then it gives you the actual profiles. And then we have a prospecting engine that actually reaches out to candidates and schedule candidates in minutes. And so what we did is took the top conversations of our best talent and we put it in AI. And so now our AI reaches out to 25 candidates per minute. Would you guys like to hear a demo of what we built as far as the technology that we built? Give me a thumbs up if you guys want to hear that. Okay, so what you guys are going to hear, this is the AI reaching out to a candidate to see if they're interested in the opportunity, and they're going to go ahead and book the interview. Okay, I'll go ahead and play this right now.
Hello?
Hi, Dina. This is the Associates. How are you today?
Good, are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was just reaching out because we had a came across your profile on LinkedIn. We were really impressed with your experience. Would you be available for a quick 10-minute call to hear more about it? Maybe later today or after work?
After work, I'm actually on my lunch right now.
Perfect. Just to confirm, are you in the Pacific time zone? If so, I can suggest a couple of times for later today.
Yeah, after 6 is perfect.
There you go. Great. How about today at either 6:45 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. Pacific time? Do either of those work for you?
Yes, that's perfect. 6:45, sorry.
Chris, it's too low on my end. I'm not sure about the others, but feels like it's too low, the voice.
Yes, we're unable to hear Chris.
Okay, you know what? So we tested that and we tried to fix it, but it's all good. You got to trust Anna. It worked. So what happens? The AI, it's indistinguishable. It's making setting 400 interviews per week. Okay. And so that is like what I'm building now as far as that. So the next thing that I want to show you guys. So that's the founder story. Okay. All right. So next thing that I want to give you guys is the learnings that I have of helping 1,000 customers take their top talent and retention. And as far as what I've learned of over 1 million interviews and how to ascend as far as talent. And so there's 3 types of team members on a team. There's bronze medalists, silver medalists, and gold medalists. Okay, this is IT by design. So I know there's no bronze medalists here. Do we got gold? Type in gold in the chat if we got gold. What? Type in the chat. Tell me what do you feel you are before I give you guys the description. Okay, Javed gold, Ankur gold, Maurice gold. Luis gold, Melvin gold, Poonam gold, Alder gold, Nitty gold. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me give you guys the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna start with bronze medalists. Okay, you guys don't have these here, but just in case someone sneaks in, you need to recognize what bronze medalists are. Okay, so bronze medalists, they have average performance. They do the job well enough, but they just don't go above and beyond. And one of the things that I realized with the bronze medalists, they have this thing called the OC. Does anybody know what the OC is? Anybody know what the OC is? I'll tell you what the OC is. The OC is mediocrity. And it is a contagion. And it is like something that gold medalists do not want to be around. They are like top performers. And the key thing is that's one of the things as far as bronze medalists. They have potential, but not the execution. And so that's the bronze medalists. Let me tell you silver. I'll go to silver. Silver medalists. Silver medalists are incredible talent. And I'm gonna show you as far as the levels as it relates to this. Silver medals, what they have, they're really strong performers. They do just perform high enough that's above the threshold. But they still haven't tapped all the way in to exhausting themselves. They can go ahead and outperform the left or right, but there's still so much left. And so that's one of the gold medalists. The silver medalists. And what I've seen is that about 50% of like the ones that meet the category of good performers, good people, it's about 50% of the promotions and increasing the wealth. Then I want to show you about gold. Okay. I want to show you about gold. Oh my gosh. You guys know when you look to your left or right as far as a gold, these are the type of performers where the KPIs in front of them, they crush the KPIs. They're dedicated. They're someone that moves from India to Philippines to build like Anna, gold medalist. Okay. They exceed the expectations. Okay. Gold medalists where leaders go back and tell their spouse of like how incredible that person is. Gold medalists, you are looking to promote and drive because before they even ask for it, gold medalists are just absolutely incredible. And so what we've seen as far as gold medalists as the highest retention, the highest promotions, it's about 80 to 90% as far as gold medalists. And here's what makes a gold medalist. What we've seen about gold medalists is that they're indispensable. And they have this thing that was taught to them, and they have it what's called E4. And E4, what E4 stands for is they do these things. They exhaust efforts and they exceed expectations. These are a lot of the things that the entrepreneurs have too. Like gold medalists have that same, they're entrepreneurs. And so what happens is they exhaust the efforts and they exceed the expectations every single time. And so I can always see an E4. And so that is one of the biggest things that I've seen as far as gold medalists. Okay. And I'm looking at time too. And so I can make sure I get to the questions. Okay. How many E4s in there? Type in E4 if you truly are an E4. Look at Melvin. Okay, Melvin. Okay, Melvin, Abby. Let's go. Gerald. Okay, we got a lot of E4s that exhaust efforts, exceed expectations. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, a lot of people ask me, like, where do you get this energy from? How, it's everybody's morning is different. And so one of the biggest things that I see is that some people roll out of the bed on neutral. And so when you roll out of bed on neutral, all of us have challenges and you can be knocked off in the whole nine. One of the things that I do is when I get out the bed, I do not start my day on neutral. I Mamba mentality it before my day begins. I don't read an email, the whole thing. Boom, I'm in my prayer. Then I write in my blessing list. So many people don't start their day with the gratitude of blessing list. I have written down 2,432 blessings in my list just in 2025. And I've been doing this since 2011. So adding that to your blessing list, you guys taking on that, what happens is your mentality is so high that the afflictions can't get it. Okay, so that's one of the things as far as not starting the day on neutral. And so one of the things as far as what is your gold medal dream? What are the things that you want in your life? It's so many times I see people stop dreaming of like what they want. And life by design is all about designing the things that are the moment goals that you want to be able to experience. And so one of the things that I mentioned is that if you have no destination, you'll never get there. So it's all about life by design. Now, here's the thing. I want to give you guys an example of life by design, of like dreams and all that stuff. But is it okay to show you my dreams? What my dreams were before? Now, listen, if there's haters in the room, I'm not showing one thing. Okay? I'm not showing one thing. But I want to add value to you guys of like, I've been dream designing since I was 14 years old. So do I have permission to show you guys? No, okay, all right. And I think they said, yes. Give me the yeses in the chat if it's okay. Give me the yes. Okay, so I show this with caution because this is mine. I want you to make yours, okay? I want you to make yours. So this was mine. Identify your dream. So I'm gonna show you guys this. This was my dream, okay? This was my dream. I every single year between Christmas and New Year's, I take a retreat with myself. I go to Starbucks and I go identify, Chris, what do we want this year? What are we going after? And so this was one of my dreams, guys. I dreamed big. I was like, you know what? I want a dream backyard for my kids. I want to have a pool. I want a dream home elevation. I want to get to 195 pounds. I'm close, but I'm not there yet. I'm still working. Okay. This was me coaching. I love basketball. I wanted courtside seats. We love Disney. I wanted a Disney cruise. And I had the audacity I wanted a indoor basketball court in my home. Guys, you want to tell me the audacity? When I wrote this down, I had $18.16 in the bank. Is anybody feeling me right now? Okay, so I designed it and I was like, believed. I'm like, I'm going to work. I'm going to have faith in work and believe this. And here's what happened. They started to happen. There's my wife and I courtside at the game. There's us. That's my family. I have 4 beautiful kids as far as the Disney cruise. There I got my dream car. Then I got my dream home. And there's my baby girls in our park called Johnson Park. And then I got the pool. And we love basketball. I built the basketball facility at my home. Is this okay? Is this okay? And so, and then what I did is when you're blessed, you got to be a blessing. All the kids that I coached, I took them to the courtside games. They got to meet Steph Curry. They got to meet Kevin Durant. They got to meet LeBron James. This is one of my buddies. They got to meet Chris Tucker. Okay? For this, I hope you guys still remember Chris Tucker. Right? And what happened is those dreams, they went even further. It brought me to more relationships and in different rooms. Anybody know who this is? Elder knows. Elder, who's this? Go ahead and unmute. Who's this, Elder?
This is Tim Cook.
This is Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. Then I was in this room. Let me see if some people know who these people are. Okay, anybody know who's this all the way to my left? Who's this right here? Okay, I'll tell you, that's Vivek Ranadive, the owner of the Sacramento Kings. Through me going after this, it opened up the doors to other friendships. So he's the owner of the Kings. This guy right here, he's the guy that created YouTube before he sold it to Google. This guy right here, you guys won't recognize him, but you recognize who bought it from him. This is the guy who created Tesla before Elon bought it. And so many things you don't know when you go after your dreams of all the things that it unlocks. It's amazing what can happen when you go after your dreams. And so, blessed to be a blessing. I've been able to put my employ all my basketball players. All of them have gone to college, and they could. I employ them and give them jobs and student camp. So limitless possibilities. It started from me writing this down, where my kids were saying, "Daddy, what you drawing?" And I said, "It's the Noodle Bowl." And it went from that to them taking it off of store shelves all across the country. And so you can do it, faith and work, and anything that you put your mind to, your faith to, your grind to, you guys can make happen. And so I'll go ahead and stop it there. Let's clap it up and we'll open it up to Q&A. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. I don't know how to match up with that energy. I think all of us together here on the call, even if we do it together, I think you will still win with the energy. I can promise you. I can promise you that. All right, guys. So the floor is open for question and answers. Questions, actually. If you can use the chat, if you are shy to probably go ahead and ask a question, raise your hand. But does anybody have a question? We have some amazing, amazing, amazing guidance, wisdom from Chris today. So I think let's use it. So anybody would like to probably, share also, a takeaway or a question. The floor is all yours, guys. Come on. I want to see some participation, guys, with all that energy, please.
And listen, guys, you guys can ask me anything, okay? And so this is the opportunity where you guys can ask me anything, and I'm happy to answer. First of all, write in, guys, if this added value to you. Like write in value if this added value to you. I just want to make sure that this was valuable to you guys. All right, perfect. Okay, I've seen that. Beautiful, awesome, guys. That's what I'm here for on that. Outstanding. So let's go with questions. Anybody go, please. Love to answer any questions you have.
First of all, Chris, I really love your energy, my guy. Oh my God. I never expected, how do I say this? I got blown away, my dude. Okay.
my man.
My man, exactly. But let me ask you this, man. I was listening, paying attention. I love the congrats on the hustle, congrats on everything. Great job. I guess if I can ask you, right? You're at the point in your life that I want to be at one day, right? So that being said, right now at this point in time in my life, I started young too. So you started at 14, I started at 17, all that. Real quick, what are your thoughts on right now, Matt? Right now, I'm pursuing higher education, and to be honest with you, man, it kind of there are times in my head I'm like, do I really need this? People be making moves without it, right? But then at the same time, I'm like, so. That being said, what are your views on that, my guy? Because
it's a great question, and Luis, guys, let's clap it up for Luis having courage to go ahead and lead us with the first question. Okay, so Luis, you're absolutely right. With things that are changing in the world today, okay, what's the value of education? Okay, and so when I'm going to tell you a couple of things, man. The most successful people that I know never stop learning. It's the reason why I'm headed to Chicago to go ahead and join the rest of my free zone guys to go learn and continue to learn. Even though I've been to Harvard Business School, I went to UC Davis, you never stop learning. Okay, that's number one. Number two is I have a kid that's in college right now, super talented. There's two things that the reason why it's important for him and that I'm telling him what I tell him is that there's the one thing that's amazing about college is that one, when you go, you don't have to attend and you don't have to stay. So what happens is once you finish, it creates this spirit of completion that goes in for the rest of your life. That you didn't have to, but you did it anyway, and you sacrificed and made that happen. And so that is one of the huge things as far as that. Number two is the communication that you get by going to being surrounded about others and professors that level your communication to a whole nother level. That's another thing that as far as gotten out of college. And the last thing is proximity. Is you're around others that have taken value as far as their education. And so, Louis, I say I'm a big proponent of education as far as university education, but also continue education. Hope that helps.
I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate
you. Got it, man.
Because there was I'm like one semester away from finishing, but I'm like, dude, Louis, oh my God.
It's not even a thought. Get it done, man. Get it done and make it happen. Absolutely. Sure. We'll go to the next question.
Thank you so much, Luis, for that question. So, Chris, we have a question in the chat. Demi is asking, every success comes with challenges, and how did you overcome it?
Demi, that's a great question. As much as you guys see my joyfulness, man, I have in this very seat cried my eyes out. Okay. There's times in this journey that you're on the courage part of the journey, that everything that you desire, everything that you wrote down, the opposite, the sight is saying the opposite of what you're hoping for. And so one of the things is that I do is I cannot be moved by sight. I know God has got me. All things are happening for my good. And so if this bad thing is not happening my way, it's a blessing unrevealed. And I have to be patient enough and continue to work for it to be revealed. Because as I look backwards, some of those things that I cried about turned out to be blessings in disguise that were closed doors that opened other doors that I've been able to walk through. And so I would say that it's the faith that adversity is the prerequisite for any great success. You can't go around it. You can't go above it. You can't go beneath it. You got to go through it. And if I'm going to go through it, I might as well go faithfully. And so that's my answer to that.
Thank you, Chris.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Demi. So we have another question, Chris. Kritika is asking, why did you not pursue basketball as a career?
Oh my gosh. But who said that, Kritika? Okay. So listen, it's a great question. I was a devoted basketball player before there was even trainers. I would train every single day. I was going to the NBA. And I remember my dad, and so I was on an AAU team. For those of you who know, Matt Barnes, he's also from Sacramento. Matt Barnes, he was the backup point guard. And so he grew from 5'8" to 6'6" in a summer. Okay. But my dad told me, he said, hey, Chris, you're going to go to the NBA, but I want you to have two dreams. And I was like, I don't know what my second dream is going to be. And I found entrepreneurship at 16. I created a dance parties for teenagers. I charged $10 per person. And at 16, I had over 400 people show up. I would give flyers to all the basketball players at different schools. And then I had 4,000 kids show up, $10 a head, and made $4,000 that night. And I became an entrepreneur. And so that was my second dream. And so the basketball dream didn't come true, but the business dream came true. And I continued to build businesses since I was 16 years old.
Thank you,
I get
Chris.
to go see it up close. I don't have to do all the work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Got
Kritika,
it.
for that lovely question. So the next question is, Chris, when we begin with full passion but don't see the results we hope for, our motivation naturally drops. How do we keep moving forward despite that dip?
Mm. Man, should I show this?
We ask the hard questions at IT by Design, Chris.
Okay, so let me show you guys this. You guys won't be able to see this, but this answers the question. And I had to get to this. You guys get to see an advanced tool that I built before I even publish it. And so I'll show it to the camera. I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. And here's what happened. I'm just going to show you. So what I realize is that so many times where we get frustrated and discouraged is because we're trying to control things that we can't control. And the thing, what I realize is that we only have the ability to sow. You don't have the ability to reap and bless yourself. You have the ability to sow. And so you can sow the work, you can sow the expectations, you can write a vision and make it plain. You can have all of these goals, but only God provides the outcomes. And so many times we're trying to provide the outcomes of exactly the big things that we're doing. And so what I realize is that I have a vision, I have a clear strategic plan, I'm going after this plan, but I don't control the how or the when. I control the trust and perform. And so that's the way that I have done it. And some of the most incredible successes have come from that were slightly different than my plan, but turned out to be much better.
Yeah, Chris, you always talk about focus on the input. Can you talk about that a little bit? I think that goes very it's aligned with where you were.
It's spot on. It's spot on. So many focus on the output, but you got to focus on the inputs. The inputs are what we can control. The inputs are what we can control. So one of the real things that I realize is that the frustration comes out as far as focusing on the outcomes. I'll use a sales analogy for you. If we're focused on, man, it's not enough sales. This client didn't say yes. Man, I wish I would have got this deal. You cannot force a client to say yes. You can try to influence, but you can't have them say yes. But what you can focus on is the inputs. How many calls did we make? How many meetings were set? What's our show rate? What's our close rate? Those are the inputs. And so that's one of the things that I focus on is the inputs, and let the outputs take care of themselves. God provides the outputs, and I'm not micromanaging him. Great question. Iman, Regis, you're welcome. My pleasure. We got another question, Anna, from Palak.
Yes, we have another question from Palak. The question is, on the journey towards our dreams or goals, there are times when we may feel overwhelmed and tempted to give up, as there is often so much happening around us. How can we overcome such feelings?
You know what? One of the things for me is I never give up. It is just really that simple. There's no plan B. I'm going to do it all the way to its conclusion. And I realize that people either don't start or they don't complete. And if you understand that adversity is the prerequisite, what are you stopping for? Giving up has never been a even thought. Like, I understand pain is the journey. You have to go through it. And so that's my answer to that, is that don't give up and live a life of no regrets. what happens on the other side of that journey, you're going to be able to, you surviving it and getting through that. Not only are you going to be able to bless you and your family, you're going to be able to bless other people that are trying to make it through the same way. That's what I'm on this call. If I would have gave up, I would have never met Sunny. If I would have gave up, I would not even be on this call. Those tears that I cried weren't only for me. They're for me to share on this call today. There's some of you guys are looking at your bank account and it's lying on you. My bank account was lying on me. There's a difference. There's a difference between true and truth. And so many of us confuse true as truth. True is temporary. It was true for a moment in time that I had $18.16 in the bank. It was true at that time, but it wasn't truth. Truth is eternal. So the key thing is, even in your situation, you are enough. You have not even seen your best self. You have not experienced who you are in 2026. So it might be true, but it's not truth. And you continue to design that thing until you get to that truth. And so that's my mentality of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris, for that. We have a very important question, actually, for all of us. Chris, for you.
Yep.
which is actually from Melvin. He's asking that what are the top habits or routines that have been the most successful and valuable, to your, journey?
I got to tell you, Melvin, great question. I got to tell you, and this is so true. I'm pretty talented, and I've accomplished a lot, but I realize that just for me, you ask my top habits, the number one habit that I have developed is seeking God first. And that has been central to all of my joy, man. I've done it without him and I've done it with him. And I'm going to tell you, the blessings of the Lord have no sorrow with it. And I've seen so many other successful people that have the Rolls Royce, the mansion, but they also have the sorrow with it. And so what I realized is that I don't want it my way. I want it his way. And so I got to tell you, like, my routine is seeking him first. And so I'm so important on doing that, of like giving gratitude, of like, thank you. That routine has served me. And so there has not been any other routine, and I am the routine master. There has not been a better routine of me seeking him first, writing down my gratitude list of what I'm thankful for, writing down the adversity that I thought was adversity that blessed me, writing down my expectations of what I'm going after and what I expect, and doing that in the morning, and then I start my day. Every single time, it puts me in a perspective that even if I have challenges, even if I lost that deal, even if this client was unhappy, I look at it of a perspective of grace and gratitude. And so it doesn't put me all the way down. And sometimes I miss, and I miss every time I didn't seek him first. So that's one of the routine that has been huge for me.
Thank you so much, Chris. Yes, Sunny. Sunny, you want to share something or have a question?
Yeah, so I think one thing that I know about Chris is from our group conversations that, this is a career-focused Life by Design, career part of the Life by Design. So Chris, if I'm listening to this and I want to, so faith, what you talked about, if I want to be that gold medalist, where do I start and what can I do as a team member who wants to be a gold medalist?
I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I have some gold medalists on my team, and as a business owner, my thought is to bless them. I mean, they are that is a thought on my mind every day of like, they are that incredible. And so I'm going to give you two gold medalists. One of the things that a gold medalist is that they ask for the hero roadmap. They ask for the hero roadmap. Have you guys ever even heard that term? So the hero roadmap is you go to your leader and says, how can I be a hero here? What are the top 5 things that I can do to be a hero? A hero. And so you have knowledge of how to be a hero. And then what gold medalists do, they take those 5 things and they absolutely obliterate those 5 things. And they go back and report on that. And what happens is they become a hero to the organization. Some of you, if you know how to be good, but you don't know how to be a hero, you need to go request your hero roadmap. And then once you get that hero roadmap, you need to exhaust efforts and exceed expectations. I got a hero roadmap for me as a CEO, and I'm trying to obliterate that thing. And so that is the way as far as the gold medalists. Those 2 people that I mentioned have been promoted 7 times at my organization because they have that gold medal mentality and they destroy hero roadmaps. Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
You got it, man. You got it. Looks like we got some more questions, Anna.
Yes, we do have. So we're just going to be taking, we have less time. So 2 more questions that we're going to be taking. So one is, after you've already achieved, Chris, so much, in your life and your goals are your reality now, what is your next big goal? What keeps you motivated?
Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't even scratched the surface. My latter days are so greater. Like I got some big giant goals. Like, I've built this technology company to a high level ARR in a short period of time. I'm about to go into my seed round of funding. We're doubling the valuation, and I see a huge 2026 running the same playbook. What I expect to happen, and just like you guys saw a dream board there, I got a whole new one. I got a whole new one of big dreams that I'm going. But one of the things that I did is that in my new one, I have, so I can stay content. I have the things that I achieved on the left side of my best 3 years, and then I have the next 3 years of what I'm going after. And so that's the new vision of what chases me down. And there's big, giant goals on that. So I continue to do that every single year between Christmas and New Year's, and I'm chasing it down right now.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. And this is actually a question from Anurag and actually from me as well, because I love Rush Hour. So how was your experience meeting Chris Tucker?
So funny story. We were at Jordan Camp. Was it Kobe Camp or Jordan Camp? So I used to take my kids to Jordan Camp every year and Kobe Camp. It was Jordan Camp. And so we drove from Sacramento to LA, and they were watching Rush Hour in the van. Okay. All 4 episodes. I think there were 2 at the time. We get to Jordan Camp, and Chris Tucker's son is in the camp. He's the same age as my son. And then my son goes to Chris Tucker and he's like, "Hey, Chris Tucker," and he's like doing all the stuff in his movie. And he was, playing with my son. He's like, "What's up, Pops?" And then he and I developed a relationship. And that was 15 years ago. And so Chris Tucker and I have been friends ever since. And so it's amazing. Like, I know relationships, one of the Life by Designs. And guys, I'm such a big proponent of relationships and friendships, but that's how I developed that friendship with Chris Tucker. It was at a Jordan camp.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Guys, can we all please, it's 9 o'clock already. We would love to speak with you, Chris. A lot more, I think, with your energy. I think we just want to keep it going and going and going. But we have all of us have a hard stop, and I think you as well. So can we all together, please, request, show some love to Chris with that heart emojis, all of us together.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Y'all blessed me. This was amazing. Thank you for having me. Appreciate all of you guys. Look, I'm going to be coming to the Philippines and I need you to treat me good. Yeah, Luis, okay? Like I need some chicken adobo. I need the pancet. I need my lumpia. Like, hey, listen, y'all, if I'm coming, y'all got to show me some love.
Thank you so much, everyone. And until next time, please stay curious, stay kind, and remember to keep living a life by design. And I want everyone to repeat together. Please, come on. And Chris, that energy, not by default.
Yeah.
Keep living a life by design and
Not
By default.
Yes. Thank you so much. See you next Friday, everyone.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, guys.
So much,
Appreciate
Ankur.
you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Chris.
Chris.
Thanks,
Thank you
everyone.
guys. Appreciate you.